Hi my friends, how you all doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a fresh episode of FM22. It's the Hall of Fame. Last episode, my friends, is linked above for you right now. Go check it out. It was a decent episode. We've been pushing through with the games. The season's been carrying on. It looks pretty good. Let's get on with this. So, my friends, last episode, if you've decided to stick with me, we got knocked out of the cup on penalties. The less said about that, the better. And then it was a 0-0 draw. And the form at the time was just not good. There was no win in 4 games. You're going to see that since then, we picked the form up. But at the same time, it's still not amazing. We've struggled to score goals in the league. You're going to see there's like games here where we haven't scored more than 1 goal. And, we've got some good results, like in this little run of fixtures. Like, we've picked up some really good results against like some strong teams. But at the same time, we've really struggled to get past teams that we really should just be dispatching of. Like I was saying last episode, I feel like we're the best of the rest. We're too good for the teams in the bottom of the table. We're probably just on the cusp of the top 6, 7, 8 clubs. So that's kind of where we've found ourselves this season. And it is just one of those things. But we began this run with a 3-1 win against Université Cluj. 3-1 win in this one. Really good win for us. You'll see Kesic and Hanneken with goals, and then we had Gugu with an own goal. They did score on the 39th minute when we were 2-1 up, but it proved nothing but a consolation. Then we came up against Hermannstadt, and it was a 0-0 draw. Really, really frustrating game. We just couldn't score. And it's just one of those unfortunate things that happens. We followed that up with another draw, a 1-1 against FC Arge, who, it has to be said, they've been going pretty well this season. So to take a point off them was pretty good. But you'll see they went in front in the 6th minute with a penalty, and then India levelled up on the 10th minute, and then that was it. There was just no more. There's a few players that are not performing. Kevin Biondi's one of them. He's a new signing and just hasn't really done much. We came to kind of like a winter break, like a mid-season break. I played a friendly. We won it by 4-0. And then the best result so far in this current run of form, we beat the champions of last year, FCSB. 1-0 win against them. Stoya with the goal. I'm just going to show you this so you can see what all the stats look like. We've absolutely FM'd them. We dominated the possession, but we literally had 2 shots on target. We put one away. They had plenty of chances and just didn't score. But it was a really good performance from the boys, it does have to be said. Then we came up against Université Crova, a 1-1 in this. Really disappointing to follow up a great result against FCSB with a 1-1 draw. But it is what it is. Stoya with the goal in the game. But then it was Academica's turn to be on the end of a bit of a hiding. You're going to see Stoya, Kostea and Ornea with the goals in this one. And then we got ourselves a 1-0 win against Targovist, Shindai, Targovist, I think is how we say that. And Stoya with the goal again. You're going to see Stoya has been scoring plenty. And it's because he's kind of our starting striker. I've given up on Massaro. He's not been playing well. As a result of this little run of form, this is how the league table looks, ladies and gentlemen. We are 3rd in the table, 10 wins, 8 draws, 2 defeats, a very positive goal difference, and 38 points on the board. We're kind of grinding the season out. We're really not terrible. We're struggling to score goals, but we are grinding wins out, grinding draws out. And it's kind of helping us, keep us at the better, end of the table at the end of the day. I said last episode, whatever happens, I'm going to leave at the end of the season. But at the moment, we're on the cusp of a European place, especially if we could keep this up going into the championship phase. So actually, we might have to think about that. We might have to reevaluate where we're at with this club come the end of the season. Because I think if we were to potentially have a chance of qualifying for a European competition, it might do us a favour to stay here because the money would increase. We'd be able to do more badges, a better reputation, competition as well to take part in. So yeah, it might just be something to consider. But we are doing very, very well in the league. I'm really happy about that. You're going to say Silic has got the most clean sheets this year. Unbelievable from him, but no other player in any of these charts because, like I say, we're just a little bit too inconsistent at times. But let's move on and let's get on with the first game today. And it's a really, really difficult one. It's against one of the giants of Romanian football, and it's Cluj. We're at home in this game, but they are one of the form teams in the division. So we're just going to have to see what happens. And this is the team I have decided to go with, my friends. We're going to go with Silic in goal, Sofran and Anaya at fullback, Vieira and Mastorovic are going to play at centre-back. Barber's going to come in to partner Mika. We're going to go Brink in the attacking midfield position. Radu and Biondi are going to go on the wings, and we're going to go with Stoya up top. He's got 5 goals this season, top goal scorer at the club. I think that says it all. So here we go, my friends. First game of today's episode. And I'm really hoping we're going to come out of this with a positive result. I got a wet chin. I literally had the quickest of showers before sitting down and recording today's episode. But here we go. Early chance to Cluj by the looks of things. And yeah, that goes just wide of the mark. But yes, let's just see how we go today. Cluj are a good team. We should be a little worried about them. And then the next game I feel is the one that's winnable. This one I'm not sure. And as you can see, early doors, nearly 20 minutes gone, and it's just one shot apiece, and it's not an entertaining game. And it's kind of been the story of our season at the moment. But the press is good at the minute. It seems to be working. Biondi, that's a nice pass out to Radu, inside to Brink. And that's a good ball into Stoya! Get in there! Remus Stoya is in electric form in front of goal at the moment. What a beautiful ball from Brink and a beautiful goal from Stoya. But a 1-0 I'm never comfortable with. So it would be good if we could go and get a second goal, lads. But amazing stuff nonetheless, and takes us up to second place in the league, which is pretty crazy. Yes, we are closing in on half time. Cluj have turned it on a little. You can see they've a few more shots, and I've just done that. That's more of like a tight marking situation. I always kind of do that if it's suggested. Half time. Just tell them to do better. Tell them to do more. Carry it on, but improve if you can. It's always the best thing to go with. Anaya's a worry out on that left-back position. We've got substitutions probably need happening. The games are really, really tight together at the minute, so it's hard to keep the team fit. But here we go. Cluj on the ball. That's gone wide, and it's down that left-hand side. And I was saying that Anaya's not looked comfortable. We're going to press that ball, continuing to press the ball. We're not really winning anything though, and there we've done well there. Oh, why have we rushed that? If we take your time with that, you stand a chance. But if you rush, you had no chance in hell. That's a good ball, and the header is just over the bar. But you got to be better than that. I'm going to go with Biondi right and Dia left. It makes sense to do that. We'll get Radu off. We'll protect his legs and stop him from getting injured. Cluj are on top at the minute. Definitely. I'm going to just kind of fire the boys up a little bit. It's been working for me, that thing. I don't know why I was brain dead all of a sudden. Massaro I'm going to bring on to play down the right hand side just because Biondi's been terrible. And it's not Massaro's strongest position, but he can do it. And yeah, we're going to bring Brink off Hattigan as well. Just try to freshen it up a bit if we can. Stoya nicks in, gives the ball away. It's not good from Stoya. Coming forward, ball, and it's a way. Oh, it was way too easy, and he should be putting that away, shouldn't he? Let's be honest with you. Let's get this marking sorted out. Done that. Marking and pressing. I know not everybody does that, but I'm one for it. I think it helps. I've always done it, and If you've watched any of my series, you'll know what I'm like at Football Manager. Come on, boys. Just win the ball back. It's been all Cluj in this second half. Right, that's good. Into Ndia. You've got loads of room, Ndia. He's into Stoya, and it's a good block. It's a good block. It's actually on Stoya's strong side. He's a left-footed player, so it's unlucky. It is unlucky. And Cluj with the ball in. It's well dealt with again. But Ndia, you've got to take that down. You had time. Bari coming forward now for them. Ball coming in. It's well dealt with by Silic. Very, very well dealt with. But I am a little bit worried, I'm going to be honest. Why is he going long? That's not how we play. We play out from the back, okay? And you had fullbacks and defenders you could have gone to. I know they were marked up and they're pressing heavy, but this results in a goal. You're going to see that's why I don't play that way. And it's still there. Is this going to be given? And that looked disallowed. It looked borderline, didn't it? Let's be honest. But that's why I don't kick out long, because you just surrender play back. Ball coming in. Oh my God. Silic has had an absolute nightmare there. Why is he dived to ground? Oh, it's a bloody last minute equaliser. We're not going to have any chance in hell of pulling it back. There we go. It's 1-1. So a 1-1 against a club that are trying to challenge for the positions we are is actually not the worst result. I feel like it was pretty good to take the point in that one. But we do now come up against Sepsi. I know we're away from home, but this is a team we should really be beating on paper. If we draw this game or lose, I'm going to start getting worried again about the form. But this is the team I've decided to go with. A few changes in the team for reasons, we're trying to keep the team fit. These games come thick and fast at the moment. So, it's one of those things we're just having to kind of navigate. But we're going to go with Silic in goal, Anaya and Sofran at fullback. Vieira and Mastorovic are going to play centre-back. Brink Mika in the midfield. Go Kesic left, Biondi right, Hattigan through the middle, and Stoya is going to continue up top. Here we go, gang. Second game of today's episode, up against Sepsi this time. Sepsi OSK. I'm a bit gutted. I know I was saying we'll take the draw. They're a good team. They're going for the top six. But I am a bit gutted because it's so late on that the equaliser came against Cluj. And we dropped down to fourth position in the league. But, come on, we're newly promoted team. To be fourth at this stage is pretty ridiculous, isn't it? I think we just have to accept that... whatever happens, we're having a good season, aren't we? So here we go. The game has kicked off. And let's just see what we can do against this team. Let's hope we can get a win on the road. It would be very, very nice indeed. Right, ball. And it's hit the bar, it's dealt with, it's away, it's a lovely job, beautiful, beautiful stuff. But let's just demand a bit more straight away off the bat inside 10 minutes because they have it the woodwork after all. Dearie me. The joys of the Hall of Famer. You just never know what you're going to get with each team, do you? But here we go. Hattigan! Get in there! What a free kick from the attacking midfielder. Stepped it up somewhat this season. I'd still like a few more goals out of him. He's such a good player, but we never seem to see the best of him each week. But there we go. We're 1-0. We've got something to build on. But let's not make the mistake we did last time and sit on it. Let's actually try to get the result. He's just picked up a yellow card as well, though. And again, look, we go 1-0 up and we don't go for the jugular. I feel like the other team, Reykjavik, we would go for the jugular every single time. I know there's differences in the leagues. I know we've just been promoted to a higher division, but I would prefer it if we just went for it. Ball over the top. Oh, the header was decent, but it's ended up at the feet of the opposition, and they're going to come forward now. They go wide, and we're tracking him. Oh, it's a good little move, and it's just before half time as well. Of course it is. Of course it is. Anyway, we've got to be better in front of goal. That's what I'm going to say to them. Basically, Rockets up the arse stuff. Get out there and win the game. Right, corner. Mika goes short into Kesic. Goes to Hattigan. Now into Brink. Into Vieira. Oh, the short corner routines are just not working this year. Last year, they were my bread and butter. This year, no. Not working at all. But Anaya, where's he going to go with this? This will start with a corner, for crying out loud. Biondi back to Sofran, into Biondi, and there we go! Biondi tried for goal, but Hazigan with the rebound, and we are 2-1 to the good, but Jesus Christ, did we make a meal out of that corner. I might have to get rid of short corner routines. They're not working in this year's FM. They're just not working as well as they did last year. Last year, it was literally kind of like 1 or 2 passes, ball in, boom, goal. Every single time. Free kick, Mika. Oh, he went for the back post. Biondi didn't jump, but he is going to go and get the ball back. Into Vieira now. Brink. Stojovic with the effort, and it ain't far wide, that. Not a bad effort from the centre-back. Mastorovic. I always say his name wrong. Good player. Jesus Christ. If only I had £1 million and make him permanent, because he's been excellent. Ndia's going to come on for Kesic. Let's see what Ndia can do. Roberto, is on a hat-trick. Amazing stuff. But Sepsi coming forward again. This is the trouble with this 1-goal advantage is I'm never comfortable. Never ever comfortable. That's good though. Ndia, he's nicked the ball. He's driving forward. Goes back to Anaya. Now Hartigan. Now into Vieira. Anaya. Good passing from the boys. Patient. Brink. Ball over the top. It's Stoya. Can Stoya score? Yes, Stoya bloody can. What a cheeky finish. He made the keeper go to ground. Dinky do. In the back of the goal. It's 3-1. That's a fabulous finish. Just going to have a little check up. We're going to trigger the press on a few players. But 3-1, not long to go. And I'm very happy because we're going to get the 3 points. So I'm going to bring Radu on. And I'm also going to bring Benza on just to freshen it up and give a couple of players that haven't had much game time recently some game time. I think it makes sense to do that. And then we're nearly there. We are nearly there, gang. 3 minutes added on. I'm very happy with this result because it puts us back in the mixer, doesn't it? Get in there. 3 points. Lovely job. And that 3-1 win that brings today's episode to a close, my friends. The form's really picked up since last episode, hasn't it? And, we can't complain at those 2 results today. Really, really happy with them. So what I'm thinking of doing now, gang, because we're sort of towards the end of the season, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play up to the Dinamo Bucharesti game. And I'm going to couple that with the first game in the championship phase. Because then I feel like the championship phase, it might fall off a bit, this form. And the reason I say that is because I kind of get a feeling I know where our club is at the moment in the league. I feel like we're kind of like the best of the rest. We're like I've already said in today's episode, we're way too good for those at the bottom of the table, but I don't think we're really good enough to consistently challenge those in the top 6. It's kind of where I feel like we're at. I might shock us all. I really might, because at the minute we're challenging for the title, which is a bit crazy to be able to sit here and say that when we just got promoted last year, but we clearly did all right. We did something right in the transfer window. And the club is just consistently going well with the tactic and picking up the points. So, we're doing something right. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the last game of the, first phase of the season and then do the first game of the championship phase. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I think it's going to take a miracle for, us not to make it into the championship phase, based on how the league table looks. If we go to the league table, you're going to see we're second in the league and we are... I think it's the top 6 go into it. So we're 12 points ahead of 6th place. So I think, we could lose 4 games in the run and, and they'd have to win all 4 to kind of catch us up. And so that's what I'm saying. I think there's just not enough games left now for us to really fall to pieces. So I would imagine that's where we're going to be. So that's basically what I'm going to do next episode, long story short. But the league table does look like this. 22 played, 11 wins, 9 draws, 2 defeats. The least amount of defeats in the league this season, but the draws are joint. No, there's only one other team with more draws than us this year. That's pretty crazy. I think that's what's let us down, is the draws. But a good goal difference and 42 points on the board. We're definitely exceeding all expectations. I think that does have to be said, doesn't it? But yeah, we're going to pick this up again next episode. So my friends, make sure you join me for that one. And today, my friends, we are done and dusted for another episode of the Hall of Famer. I really hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Nice to see some positive results. Last episode, obviously, was a bit doom and gloom, wasn't it, with the draw and the defeat? But today, a bit more positive, and we're going well in the league. If you're new around here, my friends, you're enjoying the series, make sure you support the channel by hitting that subscribe button and drop a like on the video as well. It's really important you do so. The more likes I get on the videos, the more chance more people will have of seeing it. But it's a good episode. So big salute to one and all. And my friends, stay safe, stay humble. I'll see yous on the next one.